A nice little scene to log into. Alright guys, how's it going? Right, so yeah, this is quite interesting because that's a pretty nice scene and it's going to be most of the topic of the elite part of this video. Now, how control alt space, yeah. I think it's pretty clear what I've been doing here, yeah. Got a million plus in bounties there. Right. I think I am going to be going exploring again. The reason for which is a lot of people have commented that they really enjoyed my exploration videos. In all honesty, I quite enjoyed them as well. It was a nice change of pace and well, I basically just enjoyed it, yeah. I mean, I enjoy the whole astronomy sort of thing and it feels like, you know, exploration is obviously the closest you get to that. The rest of it's more like an arcade game. So I think I'm going to go and buy an ASP. I think I better buy it in Federation space, yeah. Well, I've actually quite a lot in Empire space as well. Now, I think what I'm going to do is fly around cashing in these bounties, collecting pieces for my ASP,
drive charging.
And then I will head out into the black.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Now, I've been playing Elite for about 5 months. I would say, really, the last 6 weeks I've sort of slowed it down. Well, probably by quite a bit. The first 4 months, or first 3.5 months, I played the hell out of the game, as most of you know. But I really started to slow down a bit now. It's just getting that, you know, that bit old, I think. I mean, the game's improving all the time, but always look for a little bit more, yeah. One thing that sort of was a real setback for me was when I got the HOTAS. Anybody that's been following my videos knows that I was really enjoying it, yeah, but I was having issues with it, targeting issues.
Landing gear not deployed.
And I thought I had it solved with the joystick course program, but then that caused an issue with my audio. Basically speaking, I can't use it. I can't use it in combat because of that. However, if I go out exploring, then that means I can get the joystick back, and maybe, you know, I will re-find that sort of like new love that I had for the game, which the joystick gave me. Sorry, the HOTAS, the T-Flight. It's just so immersive. It just adds so much to the game. I realise I still haven't done that review yet, which I need to get around to doing. That's coming. Yeah, don't worry about that. Let's have a look at the shipyard here. Right, so we've got an ASP in here, so I'm going to buy that. First of all though, should I cash in my bounties? Oh, nice. So I'm pretty sure I've got enough money to buy any ASP that I actually want. Alright, so let's just flog everything. Right, so that's everything sold. I've got 25.5 million. The ship's worth what, about 5.5? So I'm going to have over 30 million to spend on my ASP. I just can't. Every time I say ASP now, I keep thinking I'm saying ass, yeah? So I basically pronounce the P too much. And the annoying thing about that is, I know that the P sound is quite annoying on the microphone because I no longer have the pop filter. So yeah, I'm just going to say ASP normally, yeah, and you can tee-hee in the comments about me saying stuff like I'm going exploring in my ass again. Right, so 6.6 for an ASP. I think the ASP is my favourite ship, yeah, out of everything I've flown. It's got the most character by far, yeah. Easily. Right, so 23 million to upgrade it. Now, unlike before when I said, yeah, take some weapons with you and stuff, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to try and maximise my jump range. I will still be using shields though. There's no way I'm risking exploration data on not having shields. Forget it. Right, so it'll be D stuff everywhere, simply because the D stuff is the lightest, yep. Maybe not sure about the distributor though. I'll stick the D on anyway, yeah. There's only 4 tons. But then again, an extra 6 tons in the ASP is absolutely nothing, yeah. We'll see, we'll have a look and see. Life support. Yeah, obviously your drive's going to be an A, yeah. Thrusters can be Ds. It should be D5. Now that's the thing, you can actually go with even lighter thrusters, yeah, the D4 instead of the D5. But for the sake of 4 tons, yeah, I mean, you maybe still need to get out of trouble when you're out there for the first 500 light years. I'll probably just go with the D5s. Power plant. A D5. Right, now, weapons, not going to bother with. What we do want to have though is heat sink launchers for those times that we get too close to stars. I'm not even sure how much you need these anymore. I'll take a few anyway just in case. Right, now do I really need the 6 shield however, yeah? Or should I just go with a D? I could go with a D6 shield, that'd be a pretty decent shield I think, not too heavy. Maybe not the easiest thing to find though. Right, so it looks like the shield's only got up to 5s. 20 tons in A5, what about the D5? Wait a minute, there's a 6 here. Of course they don't have the D6, do they? They do, cool. Right, so I'm thinking probably a D6 generator, a 6 fuel scoop would be really nice. Right, let's try this D5 shield generator. Which means I can go with an A6 fuel scoop. We don't appear to have one. Right now, a B6 fuel scoop should be good enough, yeah? 7 million, Jesus. Yeah, I better not forget my scanner, yeah? Both my scanners. Now let's stick on some cargo racks. You never know, maybe they'll put some Easter eggs in there eventually. Right, so I've got 32.37 light years. The only thing, I can actually downgrade this power plant, yeah? So I'm going to go with a D4 plant. Maybe you can get an even lighter one than that. D3? No. For the sake of 2 tons, I'm not going to bother. Right, so I've got a bunch of heatsink launchers, which I'm not even sure that you need anymore. The last time I got caught in a star, I just selected another star and hyperspaced out, yeah? And I didn't have to look for the escape vector, so I didn't overheat or anything like that. I don't really want to carry an extra 5 or 6 tons for no reason, but, hell, it's only going to be a tiny bit of jump range anyway, yeah? Right, so everything else looks like it's D-spec, apart from the drive. The B6 fuel scoop, more than good enough. In fact, it's probably too good. Bunch of cargo racks, no weight in those or anything, so no need to worry about that. Right, so yeah, 32.71 looks about right. That's minimum, yeah, because as I lose fuel, it will go up. I've got a few bounties here, they're not worth an awful lot. I've got no idea where this gold legal industry is. These other two, not too bothered about. I can cash them in whenever. I was quite surprised to get this, everything I needed at Back Enterprise, so it looks like the ship is basically complete and I'm ready to go with a jump distance of about 32.7 light years.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, these thrusters are definitely a bit of a come down from the Vulture, that's for sure. Got a bit loud there. Right, so yeah, the final reason really for this is, this seems very loud, the power play patch is probably a good 2-3 weeks away, yeah? And I like to get, you know, I like to have a look at those, which I can't do when I'm out exploring. Yeah, I can't have a look at new ships and stuff like that. I'm going to go out and get some exploration done before the power play beta starts, yeah? So I shall pick a direction. I've got no idea where I'm going. It's going to be similar to the last time. Okay, last time I did have an idea where I was going, yeah. And I'll admit it, I do actually have an idea of where I want to go to. Whether or not I'll make it is another matter altogether. One of the biggest issues with exploration is, if you find something, you've got to come back and sell the data or you don't get the first on it. Now, if I'm making videos on this, Yeah, somebody can watch this video, see where I've found something and come back and you know, and go and claim the first on it, which is going to be slightly irritating. But there's no way around it for me. I'm just going to have to say, well, you know what, I've got the video proving I was there first. So any of you who think you're going to steal my firsts, then, you know, just be warned about that. Oh, a neutron star. What did they do to this galaxy map? Better go by fastest route, yeah. So off we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh no! Oops. Sorry. You see me in the smoke? Come on, hit torpedoes! I'm going down soon though. I think I've maybe damaged them somehow. He just managed to get out of the way. Ah! And my keybinds aren't great now. My bomber's gonna help me, I think. Moderate damage? I don't have moderate damage left. That's not good. He just won. That wasn't too bad, yeah. 7 target hits with torpedo, that's pretty good. I caused flooding 4 times, destroyed 1. So yeah, that was much better than my first effort. Yeah, I'm pretty near the top. That was a lot more fun. The torpedoes are definitely adding a different dimension. The speed does as well. And that must have been a battleship I was up against at the end there, because you know the number of hits that was taking from my torpedoes. Yeah, it's pretty smart. I'm gonna head up left here. Port. With this other destroyer. It's quite a cool map. I don't think I've played this one before. Where are you going? Yeah, I mean it's all well and good coming over here, but we've got plenty over here. Yeah, where are you going? Don't turn into me! Jesus, come on, let's head left. Right, so this is why I am playing World of Warships. This is why the last couple of videos have been on World of Warships. You're going to be seeing an awful lot more videos on World of Warships because this game is going to be huge. It is absolutely fantastic. It is. You hear me laughing, yeah, and edge of the seat sort of stuff. You heard that maybe once or twice with me in Elite when I had really close calls, but pretty few and far between. The reason is simply, you know, they are completely different games in reality. One of the things about Elite is I never really got into the PvP aspect of it at all, which isn't really like me, but I spent so much time doing other things, tutorials and stuff like that, yeah, and I sort of felt like I kind of got left behind regarding that. World of Warships, you don't actually have any choice. Yeah, you're going to be doing PvP in it. And I do really enjoy PvP. And I've spoken about this before, but both of these games are not really my type of game. I do prefer MMOs and RPG games. But honestly, I can't tell you just how much fun World of Warships is. The game is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. No question about it. And I've only really been fighting up against bots so far. But I can feel like a sort of competitive edge coming into it. I like to see myself being at the top of the leaderboards, yeah, which is something that you don't really see in Elite. And really, I mean, that's sort of like what it means for me. PvP for me is about winning, yeah, about me winning against my own team as well as the other team, yeah. It's just that competitive edge that I enjoy having. And it sort of forces you, you know, it forces you to push yourself that little bit further, that little bit harder. I mean, World of Warships is a game that you can pick up and play for 10 minutes or half an hour or an hour. Elite's a game that it takes 6 hours to do anything, yeah? Every single Elite video I make requires about 3 or 4 times the amount in hours that, probably even more than that, yeah? Can easily be 6 hours for a 45-minute video. And I'm not complaining about it, yeah, because I mean it's enjoyable in its own way as well. But I'm just saying it takes an awful lot of time. World of Warships a game I can get in there, jump in there, you know, play a few battles. It's entertaining to watch as well. I mean, I really enjoy watching my own World of Warships videos, yeah, because there is that element of PvP there, and there is, you know, there is that action that's in it all through it. So I'm definitely not committing to anything, right? But I can see the channel going to be an Elite and World of Warships channel for the foreseeable future. For me, Warships is not that far away from general release. I don't see an awful lot wrong with it. I have heard that maybe at higher levels the balance is out of whack. That's not even at all surprising to me. Every game is like that, especially during beta. The balance is the last thing that they'll fix. But in terms of being feature complete, it certainly seems to have an awful lot in it. And I've only got into the tier 2 ships now. I'm running around, did you see me running around that little destroyer firing torpedoes at battleships? It was absolutely brilliant, it really was. But you've got aircraft carriers in the game as well, which I haven't really used. I haven't used a battleship of my own yet. World of Tanks is a massive, massive game, but I'll be very surprised if World of Warships doesn't take it over. So I guess what I'm going to be doing is using Elite sort of for exploration type thing, because that's what my interest in the game I think really has developed into, the exploration side of it, because I do enjoy the astronomy and that. And I can get my PvP fix, my competitive fix can come from World of Warships. It should make for an interesting video, you know. Plenty of differences there as well. Some of it's going to be a lot of action, the rest of it's going to be more informative, interesting type thing. It's good for me as well because I am that type of person, yeah, I need variety. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been playing Elite for months now. And the variety, although there is variety in Elite itself, it's not really the same, yeah. I just never got that competition going. So that's what I need, and that's probably what's going to be happening on the channel, you know, for the foreseeable future at least. I'm still always looking out for the next big MMO, EverQuest Next, something like that. I mean, how far away is that? It feels like I've been waiting forever on that one. I really miss not having an MMO to play though. I like the character development side of things. You know, making that character, making your character better, building, you know, getting those like specific builds that maybe nobody else has got. That's the sort of thing that I really enjoy. That's the challenge in a lot of this for me. You don't really get that in World of Warships, but on the other hand, it's just a ridiculously fun game, yeah, so it'll do for now, for sure. So let me know what you think. I mean, if you think that's a good idea, let me know if you think it's a bad idea. It's probably not going to matter because I think I'm pretty much committed to this anyway, but it's always interesting to hear what you guys think about it as well. So let me know.